So welcome to Common Sense Studios. It occurred to me that we actually haven't showed you this space, where we work, what we do. So I thought I would take today to show you how the space works, basically. But before we move on, the Common Sense Network is a group of 3 companies. And the first company is Common Sense, which you may know about. It's a news network. So if you come in here on a certain day, you'll see journalists, writers, podcasters, basically creating content around news, politics, current affairs. We like to bring people with different perspectives together to basically learn from each other. Then you've got Common Sense Plus, which is our youth research and marketing agency. And so if you come here on another day, you'll see us taking calls with clients, working with brands, and we might have a focus group in here. Essentially, we're trying to help brands tell really powerful stories. And last but not least, you've got Common Sense Studio. And if you come in here on a certain day, you might find people recording podcast, video projects, those sort of things. Together, these 3 businesses basically comprise the Common Sense Network. So, enough talking. Let me show you a bit about the space. So coming in, Emmanuel behind the camera. The minute you step into this space, you're now in our space. And right here, you'll find just a section that just has all our equipment, SD cards, those sort of things. If you walk a bit further, you'll find a desk, which sometimes people use to to write articles, to work on content, stuff like this. Right here, this bad boy is basically where I work. And I've actually got a desk set of video coming up soon. But here, I'm doing a bunch of things, from editing stuff, editing people's articles, editing videos. I do a bunch of random stuff. And like I said, I've got a video coming up soon about this, so look out for that. If you step a bit further, we've got this section here, which is like our, feature wall, for want of a better term. It's interesting because it's very comfortable. Oh, I'm gonna sit down. And sometimes I can be found taking a nap here. Right? But also it doubles as a good sort of content wall, where if you're making a piece to camera with the right color grading, it's really, really nice. And we're actually planning, aren't we, later on to do like a show here where we're gonna have 2 different people talking, and so it works really well as a space for that. So to get up, you have to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And once you're up, you move to the kind of center, this kind of central point of the studio, which again is multi-purpose. So right here, you can sit down here, you can work from here, but also it doubles really well as a space to record. So you've got a bookshelf here, but also it's pretty much a bookshelf on this side. If you plop 2 chairs here, you've got another set. And that's how we built the space, for it to be very multi-purpose, right? We want to be one that you're doing meetings and writing an article, and within a few seconds, we want to be able to jump into making videos. So that's what this section's for, really, really cool interview style. If you follow me here, just walk through here, mind your head and everything else. You get into this spot here, which you may be familiar with. This is where the new season of Common Sense podcast will be recorded. And so in this section, we have this more kind of formal interview style. Maybe you're trying to get into the bottom of something. Maybe you've got a ex-MP that is lying and you're drilling down to find out the truth. We will do that here. But also, if it looks nice, you can actually book this space. You can book the space and use it for your own podcast, for your own show and stuff like that. So we get up and then you move to this little section here. So if you come here, you'll now see the Common Sense wall, which is super cool and not very emotional, right? But this was one of the most emotional parts of even having this space, was seeing a doodle that I did on a piece of paper basically come to life, and now we've got an actual, and it's like, it's the proper stuff. It's like what's it called, compressed foam, whatever, but the proper stuff, right? And it was so cool to see it be like live. Bear in mind, I literally sketched it. I'm gonna do an actual video at some stage about just the Common Sense podcast, the Common Sense Network, like growing the network and design and branding, all that stuff. But you got that there. You got another set here, and this set I like. This set is more for like, if you want to have those sort of informal conversations, more debates, maybe a few friends going back and forth on a topic. We can have like 6 to 7 people on here. So again, if you want to book this, you can do so and come here with friends. I like this set a lot. It's where we do journalist hangout and stuff like that. But yeah, everything you see is very movable. So if you come back to this section, again, you got the bookshelf again. You got another sofa here where people can chill out. Sometimes they can make content here as well. We do that sometimes. We've got a fridge here. It's full of drinks. We never have any food, but there's lots of drinks in here. If you're thirsty, sorry, not that kind of thirsty. If you want drinks, you can have drinks here. And the whole kind of ethos, if you like, or the kind of vibe of this space is, we think everything should be movable. So everything you've seen so far, we can twist around, we can turn around, and it means we can create so many different set designs, and that's the kind of cool thing about the space. Honestly, we have not been serious about content creation. We've had the space for a while, but we haven't been serious. Moving forward, we want to be very serious about the podcast, all the other shows we've done, and we want to welcome you and anyone you know into the space. So if you know anyone who's talkative, maybe they've got a podcast already, you think they could do with like a nicer set or even like really good quality cameras, whatever it is, direct them here, because we've got affordable, an affordable space here. You know, it's for the community. That's why we've got the space. So it's not a crazy commercial thing. We want to empower people with diverse voices, people who are telling stories that are important, that aren't being heard in the mainstream media. So tell them to come. You know, I'll put a link in the description box thing. You can check out all the equipment we have. If it sounds fascinating, interesting, book a tour, come and check out the space. And we're going to be recording quite a lot from here in the weeks coming. So if you see anything you like, drop a comment, subscribe, really help us, because we are literally at ground zero here. We're just getting started and we want you to support us as we grow. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to click subscribe. The podcast is coming back soon. Lots of new shows are coming back. So I'm very excited, man. Turn on your notification bell as well and drop a comment if you like the space. See you guys in the next one.